CJP's Israel Emergency Fund began on October 7th. As soon as we realized here in Boston what was happening on the ground in Israel, we leapt into action. And that meant making sure that our friends and family were safe and secure in Israel. But it also meant mobilizing our community to be sure that we responded in the best way possible.
יש לי 2 ילדים במלחמה. מהבן שהוא ביחידה מיוחדת, משאיר לי הודעה, אבא, אני אוהב אתכם, ואני מנתק. הוא אומר, לוקחים את הטלפונים.
Started hearing all the horrible things. My husband started getting ready. I started crying.
היישוב מרר הוא יישוב שגם בתוך המלחמה הוא גם כן, היה לנו גם חללים. אני מנהל המרכז הקהילתי במע'אר מזה כ1.5 שנה. האוכלוסייה במע'אר היא אוכלוסייה מגוונת, קרוב ל-24,000 נפשות, 60% דרוזים, 20% נוצרים ועוד 20% מוסלמים, ואנחנו עונים על הצרכים שנוצרים בקהילה. מצד אחד יש מצוקה אצל משפחות שהבעלים שלהם נכנסו לצו 8 למילואים, יש אלה שלהם ילדים במילואים.
The kids just didn't understand. My daughter is 5 years old and my son is 2 years old, so they didn't understand what's happening.
בסופו של העניין המשפחה היא לבד. כל דפיקה בדלת הפריע להם, וכל טלפון שצלצל הקפיץ אותם, מגיעים אליהם. אנחנו מנסים לראות, אוקיי, איפה זה פגע ומה אפשר לעשות.
The ICC basically helped with connecting me to other moms, other families that are going through the same thing. I think the emotional support with the moms, all of them together, that helped. And the ICC connected us together. I felt alive again.
Our Israel Emergency Fund has been a vehicle for people to tell the world that Boston stands with Israel. They have given generously, and that has enabled us to have incredible impact on the ground in Israel. And we help Israel rebuild for a better tomorrow.
So my name is Lee Moser. I'm one of the founders of Brothers and Sisters for Israel. So we actually started a year ago to oppose the judiciary reform that the government present. On October 7, we quickly understood that this is something different. And politics aside, we sent a message to all of our activists and volunteers. Basically what we did is wherever we saw a gap, we jumped in. It took 4 days to start the first kindergarten in the Dead Sea. And today we have more than 90 kindergartens that we operate, we build, we work with the communities. So basically we build a database, one for the army, for soldiers, and one for civilians, that they can request anything that they need from the warehouse.
CJP has had an amazing partnership with many different people and organizations to do live time assessments of the needs on the ground in Israel. But most importantly, it is a country full of people that are like family and for sure friends. And those relationships are what we've been able to build an entire successful fund and grant distribution mechanism around. Thanks to 30 years of partnership in Haifa, thanks to dozens of years of investment in relationships across the country, this community was ready to mobilize.
We put everybody in the mamad, and I took my gun and I was staying in, close all the doors, and staying in the living room, waiting for things to come. My name is David Gabay. I'm the head of the community of Kibbutz Reim. I was in the army, a paratrooper, but I never been in a situation like that. I mean, it's like completely horrible. So I understood 3 major facts. One is that we couldn't stay in the hotel. We cannot, for a long time, and we cannot be there. Second, we cannot go back to Reim. And third, there's no country at the moment. I was traveling in the country, and then we saw these buildings here in Tel Aviv. They were under construction, but there's something about this place that really catch my eyes. I was doing the calculation, I was saying, well, maybe it's a good idea.
This is the kindergarten. They used to play in the fields and in the grass of the kibbutz.
It's very important to understand that once the children are in their place and are in the natural surroundings and with their friends, it allows the parents to start healing and start processing and start going back to their own routine.
The way CJP has responded gives me not just hope, but incredible pride and optimism for the future of American Jewish philanthropy, American Jewish relationship to Israel, and also for the ability of Israel to rise to the challenge.
Immediately we knew that we have the perfect tool that could help people cope with acute trauma using surfing, taking people out of their rooms into the sea. In the very first week of the war, we are renting trucks loaded with gear, surfboards, wetsuits and everything, and just go straight to the most affected communities down south with Kfar Aza, with Be'eri, with Mefalsim, Nitzanim, all across. In Hagal Sheli, we believe that the sea and surfing is the ultimate arena. We're able to overcome life challenges, to try again and again, to fall down, to get up. You know, you don't control the ocean, you don't control the waves. It could be very big and scary, it could be dead flat. But you can grab a board and go out there and do your thing. We're working with hostages that came back from captivity within Hamas's hand in Gaza. We used to work with 3,200, now we're working with 4,200 people. We will need to be there with and for them for as much needed for a very long period of time. You know, where time of crisis, you see like who is with you.